Okay, be honest, who has crazier hair today? Peter Capaldi or me? Hello, welcome to my channel and my spare room, where I am for another Doctor Who review. The Lie of the Land, written by Toby Whithouse, he of Being Human fame. Brilliant TV series, if you haven't checked it out, do. It's about a vampire, a werewolf and a ghost all living together. It's very good. And directed by Wayne Yip. So it's been 6 months since the events of the last episode, and the monks now rule the world, and seemingly always have. Or they haven't, and they've just got mind control technology, which seems to be the case. They are controlling people's minds to make them think they have always been there and have been an influence since we crawled out of the primordial ooze. But they haven't, that's just all fake news. Oh, and it looks like the Doctor's on their side. He's creating these propaganda videos for them, which are broadcasting out to the world. It's not looking good. Bill doesn't believe the Doctor's really gone bad though, so she goes to rescue him with Nardole, but he seemingly has, and he gives them up to the monks, and gets into a situation where Bill feels she's forced to shoot the Doctor, and he starts to regenerate. And then it's all revealed that it was just a ploy by the Doctor to test Bill because he wanted to check that she wasn't under the control of the monks. So the TARDIS crew then take a trip to the vault where Missy is, as we know now, and she tells them, because she's had previous experience with the monks, conveniently, that the only way to stop the monks' power over everyone is basically to kill the person that invited them onto the planet. And if you remember from the last episode, that was Bill. And the Doctor's not going to kill Bill. Hey, kill Bill. Could be a movie plot in that. The Doctor instead decides to lead an assault on the headquarters of the monks, their big temple or whatever, in order to access their main system that's distributing all of this thought control, mind-altering stuff. And he's going to interface it with it himself. He tries, he fails. Then Bill has a go, and she succeeds where the Doctor failed, because she has the power of thinking of her mum, which apparently solves everything. Now look, I like the overall concept of this episode. I think it had some interesting ideas that were explored. I think it had some great moments in it. It also had some lacking bits as well. That's not to say I didn't like it. Overall, I quite enjoyed it. There's just some pluses and some minuses. It's not the greatest episode ever. It's quite nice. It's and it rounds off this little trilogy, I suppose. One thing I did really like about it is that it's not afraid to do some social commentary, and I'm liking this about Doctor Who recently. Doctor Who this season hasn't shied away from social commentary, and Doctor Who has always done social commentary, but it's been a bit more on the nose this season, I think, and actually I'm really liking it. I'm liking the fact that they're tackling something social commentary-wise in almost every episode, and it's working out really well. The Doctor, when he's pretending to be on the monk's side, talks about why he's doing it, and he says that humanity just can't be trusted by themselves anymore. They've regressed, that they don't learn from their own history, and he specifically mentions fascism here, which I think, given world events, given the current political situation some big countries in our world find ourselves in, I think that's quite apt. And I praise Doctor Who for embracing that and commenting on that, even in its own sort of very glancing ways. Because, there are elements of fascism that are starting to seem like they are resurfacing in our world at the moment, and it's good to challenge that, especially in our art. And that's what, television is an art, and it's a medium that should be used to, help make the world a better place if we can, and make the world a nicer place if we can. And I like the way they're doing it in Doctor Who. Also, on the social commentary theme, we've obviously got a big theme in this of propaganda and fake news, which of course is all over the place at the moment. We're getting a lot of that over the last sort of couple of years in the UK with Brexit, and in America with Trump, and our current election. It's just mind boggles with how much propaganda and fake news is around, and people just lying I don't want to get too political in this video. I'm going to stop talking about that now. But generally, I like the fact that Doctor Who is tackling it. It's good. I commend the braveness of the production team for that, and they're doing it quite a lot this season in various different issues over the season. I like it. I thought the direction of this episode was a bit of a mixed bag. I liked a lot of the visual stuff. I really did like the way the episode is shot. There's lots of really slightly cinematic in scope, especially the action sequence, which, you know, could have been lifted right out of an action movie. Slightly smaller scale budget, but for a TV budget they did really well with it, where they storm the temple and they have a little gun battle with the rebels have a gun battle with the monks. I thought that was really well shot, and I was very impressed with that. For a Doctor Who, you don't often get battles like that. It's very rare, and they did it very well here, I think. Where I'd say the episode does less well in terms of its direction, I didn't like the choice to use so much voiceover, just spewing exposition at us almost constantly. There's just so much of it, and it comes in so many different forms as well. You've got the Doctor's propaganda videos. You've got Bill talking in her head to her mum, to this idea of her mum she has, which granted is important to the plot, in the resolution of the plot, but there's a lot of it. And Bill's tape, where she's recorded something so that the people going storming the rebels don't get extra brainwashed by the signals. Yeah, there's just a bit too much voiceover, too much voiceover exposition, I think, in this episode. Show not tell. I think we needed a bit more of that. I get why they needed some of it, but I think there was just a bit too much of it. And once again, they save the world with nice thoughts. I don't really know what to say about this, other than saving the world with nice thoughts is ridiculously stupid. It annoys me anytime anything uses it. It's like, think happy thoughts and everything will be okay. Oh, really annoying. But this isn't the worst it's been done. Even in Doctor Who, it's not the worst it's been done. The season 3, where they, there's a lot of parallels between the end trilogy of season 3, the end trilogy of episodes in season 3, and this trilogy. There are many parallels, and one of them indeed is this, that in that, good thoughts. Martha went around telling stories of the Doctor, didn't she? And everyone thinking good thoughts and knowing about the Doctor somehow gave the Doctor power, because they were told to think happy thoughts about him on a certain day at a certain time, and that somehow made old, wrinkly, shriveled up Doctor turn back into healthy, can beat the Master Doctor. And that was it. That's the worst Doctor Who has got, with the I think happy thoughts and everything will be okay cliche. This isn't anywhere near as bad as that. I just prefer they didn't use it at all from now on. I suppose at least it does kind of make sense with the technology that was in use, I guess, whereas it didn't at all in that other one. And leading on from that, the episode then just suddenly ended. There was no... And that's happened a few times this week. I know it's a 45-minute format. It's hard to squeeze everything in. But it really did, it was go, 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 go. You think there's going to be a bit more, and then suddenly it's like, oh no, they've won. And aliens are leaving. Bye. Just a bit abrupt, I think. I haven't mentioned Missy, have I? Really should mention Missy. She's back. She is in the vault. Yes, as I said, it's Missy in the vault. We know that already. Well, we kind of knew it already. They had said she was in the vault before. Now we've actually seen her in the vault. It's confirmed. It is definitely Missy in the vault. She helps them out a bit. And she seems to be on some kind of redemption arc. She wants to become a good person. She's not all the way there yet. But she's getting there, seemingly. Or is she? Maybe she's lying, maybe she's not, maybe she doesn't. Maybe this is all part of a scheme. Who knows how will John Sim factor into it? Be interesting to find out. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, I would give this episode a 7.5 out of 10. I think I gave last week's episode an 8. I think I did prefer last week's episode, actually, to this one. So, yeah, I will give this a 7.5. And as per my promise, I will reevaluate the first episode, which is so far my least ranked episode of the season. The first episode of this trilogy. I can't remember what I gave it, though. I really should have looked that up first, shouldn't I? I will give it an extra half a point. So whatever I gave it, I'm giving it an extra half a point. I think that brings it up to now equal lowest with Smile, I think. Can't quite remember. Next week, we have British Victorian soldiers in Victorian times on Mars, and ice warriors, and a new female type of ice warrior, which we've not seen before. So that's exciting. I hope I will see you then. I'll be doing another review, of course. Hey, let me know what you think of this episode of Lie of the Land in the comments below. I would like to know what you think. I would like to know, what you liked about the episode. Did you like the trilogy as a whole? Which was your favourite episode of the trilogy? Let me know down below. Did it work for you? I will be back next week for another review, so please do like, subscribe, all that kind of jazz, and yeah, see you then. Goodbye.